Hello sports card collectors and investors, thanks for joining us for another video. Today we're going to talk about some of my recent mail pickups. It's a mail day, actually over the last couple of days. I haven't checked the mail today because it's been raining like crazy, but I'm going to go through some of the stuff that I got yesterday and one other thing I got the day before. Want to get your thoughts and just kind of see how everybody is doing. Get some feedback from you guys. I am completely dying for sports. I'm really coming. I'm coming to the end. We actually found out that schools are not going to be opening until later, and so I've got the little ones running around. We're all kind of pulling our hair out, and it's so anyway, it's an interesting time for sure. But I'm going to go ahead and dig into what I got. First off, I'm going to talk about a couple of cards. So I got a couple of these Topps 2020 baseball cards, and I want to know everybody's feedback on these. So there's 20 different artists that are going to tackle 20 different iconic rookie cards. And the two that I picked up a Rickey Henderson rookie card and a Mike Trout 2011 Topps rookie card that was done. Now it's 20 different rookie cards, 20 artists, so there's 400 cards in total. I believe they retail at maybe like 17 or 18 bucks, maybe it's 20 bucks. I ended up getting these for $30 each. But I didn't buy them right when they came out. These are ones that came out maybe a few weeks ago. They actually have, so my understanding is they open it up to buy for, I believe, 48 hours. And however many they sell in that 48-hour span, that's the print run on the card. So it's actually a really interesting way that they're doing it. And so I decided, honestly, this was kind of one of those Bitcoin moments where, there's so much talk about these cards. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to not buy these, and then they're going to be $1 million cards, So I said, you know what? I'm going to get a couple. I just love that Rickey Henderson rookie card is an iconic card. I don't have one in real life, so it's the only way that I can probably get one is through this Topps 2020. And then I don't have a Mike Trout 2011 rookie either. So this is probably the closest way I'm ever going to get to those rookie cards. And so I picked up those two. So I'm excited to kind of see what happens with those. It'll be interesting. It was not a huge amount of money out the door if they never really do much. And I feel like that there will be collectors over time that are looking for those, to complete sets and things like that. So even if I have to kind of offload those down the road, I feel pretty comfortable that I'll be able to do that. All right, guys. Hey, next up I've got Steph Curry's 2017 Optic card. This is not a rookie card, obviously. It's a PSA 9. So this is one of those where I picked this up for, I think, $14 total. And I really like the idea of PSA 9s over time. So this is not one where I'm looking to do a quick flip, but I'm really high on Steph Curry coming back and having a really strong year. I think that the Warriors are going to come back with a vengeance. Everyone's kind of forgotten about these guys. Everyone's talking about the Lakers and the Clippers and some of those other teams in the West. And I think the Warriors are going to come back with a chip on their shoulder. And I think that Curry is going to be lights out like he was. I don't think he's going to miss a beat. And I think that his cards are going to be impacted by that in a good way. So I picked this one up. And of course, 9s are a heck of a lot cheaper than 10s. And I just feel like these sets from 2012 to 2018, I think that they're going to grow in value over time. There's not a ton of these that have been graded. So I just feel like it'll be, if demand rises on this particular player or any of these players within these sets, then I feel like these are good values. And at $14, I mean, that's basically the cost to grade it, So I just felt like that was a really good value there. And I think Steph Curry in general is he's one of those players that I'm picking up, that I'm targeting. Next up, I got a 2019 Mosaic Luka green prism card, and I got this one. I actually probably spent a little bit more than I would have liked to. I spent $37.54, tax tag title. That's the grand total, and so that's what I felt like. I don't know if that's a good value. Honestly, I think emotionally, I just fell into the whole Mosaic hype, and it was something to where it was, it's out there, and I feel like, these parallels, these Mosaic parallels over time, these second-year Lukas are going to be a good buy. So I felt like I paid a little bit of a premium there at 37 bucks. But again, it's just, Mosaic has been so hot, people can't get them. Luka, arguably the hottest player in the league outside of LeBron. So for me, this was kind of an easy decision. And I did pick up a couple of these. So I think in the long run, these are going to be good. I don't know if they're going to, double, triple in value in the next 6 months, maybe, but I feel like these are good value, and I might look to grade these couple as well, because the ones that I picked up, I feel good about the condition. All right, next I've got Kevin Durant. So another guy that is completely forgotten about. I'm not as high on Kevin Durant as I am on Steph Curry, because I think his Achilles injury is going to be more serious than Steph's injury. Meaning that I don't think that Durant is going to be exactly the same player that he was before the injury. I think that he's going to be good, and I think that he's going to have spurts with the Nets, and that is when I will probably look to move this card. This is a 2017 Prism Durant, Silver Prism, and I've just been targeting certain players and then targeting Silver Prisms for various years, anywhere between 2012 and today. For those players. So, and the reason why I'm doing that is because I believe that they're safe bets over time, just in that, I don't think that they're going to lose a lot of value. They might not gain a ton, but I feel pretty comfortable. Durant is one of the all-time greats, and the Prism Silvers in particular, I think over time are going to only get better with age. So. Just my opinion, but I like that card. Like I said, not as high on Durant, but I think that he's going to have some good moments with the Nets next year, and his cards are going to get a bump at some point, and that's when I'll probably look to move it. But that was one that I picked up recently that I feel good about. I got this one for $75 total out the door. So, and it's in a PSA 10. So I feel pretty good about that buy. All right, last but not least, and I haven't talked about Giannis as much in my own collection. I don't have enough Giannis, I don't believe. And you're probably thinking, well, none of us have enough Giannis, and you're right about that. But I literally have a handful of Giannis cards. I need to up my game there. And that's one where, we talk about as investors. I flip cards in order to kind of update my collection and hopefully buy some bigger cards. And Giannis would be one of those guys that I would want to get some of the bigger cards. I'm not there yet, but I picked up one of his, I believe in the set. I just made a video on the 2018 Prism basketball set. I think that over time this is going to be a popular, iconic set. And I understand print runs were higher. I get all of that, but the look of the cards, the fact that it's Luka's rookie card set, I think that 10, 15 years from now, collectors, investors are going to be all about 2018 Prism basketball. I think these are going to age well. And so I picked up a Giannis Pink Ice PSA 10. I think I got two of these. I got two of these for right around the same price, $117, $120. So I got one for $117 and one for $120 total. That's grand total. There's about 50 of these. I think there's 46 or 47 on the PSA 10 Pop Report. So again, there's just not that many of them out there. And yeah, there's probably some that'll probably still get sent in for grading. But again, Pink Ice is a popular card in Prism, that variant. And so I feel pretty good about, and of course, just feel good about that player in particular. So I felt like right around that 115, 120 range. And even though there were some comps that I had seen that were, earlier in the year, they were $80, $90, $100. That's fine. Well, all basketball cards were quite a bit less. So I understand that I'm paying a premium from what they were maybe 3 months ago, but that's just the way that it is. And, if this card was $200, selling for $200, I wouldn't have bought it. But it's, just being that it's $20, $30 more than it was a few months ago, I can live with that. And I still think that it's a good value over time. This is not necessarily a flip for me in the next 12 months unless the Bucks win a championship. If the Bucks win a championship and the card goes to $500, and I would look to move it most likely. But outside of that, this is just more of like me trying to kind of build that foundation of Giannis and go from there. So what do you guys think? Do you think I picked up some good players? Do you have any that you don't think that I did any good picks on? Or should I maybe have looked at other sets? I'm also pretty big on Select. I didn't have any Selects come in the mail the last couple days. I've been trying to focus more on Prism that's out there just because I keep going back to that's really the number one set for basketball collectors and investors is Prism. So while I really do like Mosaic and while I really do like Select and there's so much inventory and kind of things to choose from where I feel like there could be some value, my focus has been like, hey, I need to tunnel vision a little bit and get some more Prism into my collection and we'll go from there. So anyway, hey, thanks guys for tuning in. I appreciate it. and I will see you next time for another video. Have a good day.